Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome, brothers and sisters. This is Ihsan, and this is another Ramadan reminder. May Allah Almighty's divine peace and blessings, support, strength, guidance, and healing be with you and with us all. Today's reminder is to believe, or more specifically, to choose to believe. On the one hand, belief, Iman, is a gift. It's a gift from Allah. But on the other, we also have a choice. We have a choice to believe. And in fact, we're constantly presented with this choice every day of our lives. Not just every day of our lives, but in nearly every circumstance, we have a choice to believe or to not believe. That in reality is the question, to believe or to not to believe. Faith, guidance, the prophetic path, peace and blessings and light upon our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and upon all the prophets and messengers of God. The prophetic path has always been the path of choosing to believe every step of the way. Every step that we take, we choose to believe. We choose to believe in response to situations and circumstances that arise in our lives, and we also proactively, constantly, consistently choose to believe through our actions, through our focus, and through what we choose to do with our lives. For example, when a situation arises, something challenging, something difficult, perhaps a financial challenge, a health challenge, a personal relational challenge, we have a choice in that moment to succumb to fear, to frustration, to anger, to stress, to anxiety, to worry. And likewise, we have a choice to surrender, to trust, to believe, to rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We always have a choice. In every moment, you have a choice to do the right thing, to do the good thing, to do the positive thing, or to succumb to negativity, to despondency, to despair, to depression, to hopelessness. The lower self, the ego, is always pulling us downward through negativity. Whereas the opposite, the soul, the spirit, is always being pulled towards ascent, towards light, towards positivity. And we have a choice which direction we go in. We have a choice what we do, how we respond to any given situation or circumstance. And our attitude, right? Your attitude will determine your altitude. Your attitude will determine whether you rise or whether you fall, whether you ascend or whether you descend. And in any situation, in any circumstance, when we choose to believe, when we choose to surrender, when we choose to trust, when we choose to rely upon Allah Almighty, when we choose to walk in the footsteps of the Prophet ﷺ and exemplify good character rather than negative, dysfunctional, toxic behavior and character, we ascend. Or rather, when we succumb to the lower self, we will descend. So number one, this is a brief reminder, brothers and sisters. In any situation that arises in your life, remember that you have a choice. You can choose to believe or to not act out of faith, out of belief. One will increase the Iman in the heart, one will decrease the Iman in the heart. Second, how we live our lives, what we focus on, how we structure and build and arrange and organize our lives determines whether our lives are based in belief or the lack of belief, in faith or the lack of faith. And based on the wisdom and the teaching and the guidance and the way of our Prophet ﷺ, when we build our lives, when we organize and arrange and structure and routinize our lives around the dhikr of Allah, around the remembrance of Allah, we are constantly then feeding and supporting and sustaining our belief in the heart, Iman. When we worship, and every time we worship, we are choosing to believe. To worship is to believe. How do you increase your belief? Worship Allah. Engage in prayer, engage in meditation, engage in worship, in dhikrullah, engage in all good actions, in charity, in giving, in fasting, in visiting others, brothers, sisters, the elderly, the sick, your parents. Even a smile is charity according to our Prophet ﷺ. Even a smile done with the intention to please Allah and to spread and convey goodness and light and positivity and love to others is an act of worship that will increase faith in the heart. So very briefly, brothers and sisters, in this holy month of Ramadan and beyond, as a way of life, let us remember to choose to believe. We always have a choice. With belief, we ascend. With a lack of belief, we will continue to descend into darkness and ultimately into depression. May Allah Almighty save us from that and fill our hearts with His light and with His love, with His power, with His mercy, with His guidance. And may He Almighty subhanahu wa ta'ala always keep us on the straight path, the path of our Prophet ﷺ, the path of all of the prophets and messengers of God. Be well and be blessed, brothers and sisters. May you reach to a successful conclusion in this holy and blessed month of Ramadan, and may Allah Almighty's support be with you evermore beyond this month, and inshallah ta'ala until the end of life. Brothers and sisters, if you are benefiting from these videos, just a gentle reminder, please subscribe, give these videos a like. This will help YouTube and whatever other social media platforms these may appear on to promote this type of content. There's so much stuff out online. May Allah Almighty guide us to an increase in positive content, beneficial content, and meaningful content that helps us remember who we are, why we are here, and to help align us with our purpose. So please give these videos a like, share with friends and family that you think may benefit and may resonate with these messages. And lastly, do visit the website where you can get access to a lot of free content, including mini courses to help rediscover spirituality and the spiritual path of faith and religion, guided meditation, and much more. May Allah Almighty subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you. I'll see you inshallah ta'ala again soon. Fi aman Allah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.